I'm about to do your Leo December 2020 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Leo, how's it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Leo love reading video. Hey, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Leo love readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with the Leo reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at your romantic person of interest. Whoever it is you're romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or just romantically energetically connected to in some way, we're going to take a look at how this person really feels about you in December 2020, what they're thinking about you, what their beliefs are about you, what their intentions are toward you in the month of December 2020. And then we're also going to take a look at what their most likely actions are going to be toward you in December 2020. And then we're going to finish off the reading by getting you some advice from the universe on how to best navigate the situation with this person. What to do, what not to do, kind of how to play it so that it works out in a way that's best for you. Now just keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it's not even possible for it to resonate with literally every single Leo on the entire planet all at the same time. So you just got to take it as it resonates. In other words, don't try and force anything to fit if it doesn't fit. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now, I do also want to mention that I have been getting bombarded with requests for personal readings lately, and I haven't even taken on any personal reading clients since like the beginning of September or so. But just because so many people have been asking for it, I feel like I should do that. So I've opened up a few spots in my schedule to accommodate a couple of personal readings. So if you've been interested in getting a reading from me, you can find the information about that in the description box down below. Just keep in mind that I'm a one-man show. I have full custody of my 8-year-old son. We're doing homeschooling, getting ready for the holidays and all that. So my time is limited and I can't take on everyone. So if that's something you're interested in, you should probably check that out as soon as you can, because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep doing that. Now, enough yakking about that stuff. Let's get on with this reading, because the cards are ready to talk to you, Leo. They're jumping out already. So let's start by taking a look at how does your romantic person of interest really feel about you in December 2020. Let's get 3 cards on how Leo's person really feels about them in December 2020, please. Okay, looks like we're going to take a bonus card for you. Now, I'm a Leo myself, Leo Sun, Leo Venus, and Leo Saturn. So I'm expecting that we're probably going to get some extra cards in this reading. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. So this represents a heavy burden that your person is feeling as it relates to you. The 10s are completions though. So this is the completion of some sort of heavy burden that your person's feeling right now. They're either able to lay this burden down, or they're going to be able to lay this burden down sometime soon. Now, in their feelings about you, Leo, we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Star. This 5 of Pentacles, this is a breakup card. This is abandonment. This is being cast aside, being left out in the cold. Now, I don't know if this is telling me, I was just getting ready to say, I don't know if this is telling me that your person is feeling like you abandoned them and you left them out in the cold, or if they're feeling like they did this to you. Either way, it would be a heavy burden, but looking at the cards right under this, I'm starting to get the impression that they have left you out in the cold. They have done you this way, cast you aside. Right under this 10 of Wands heavy burden, we have the 7 of Swords. This is usually not such a great energy. A lot of times this represents trying to get away with something. Sneaky behavior, lying, cheating, stealing, deception, overall being sneaky and trying to get away with something. Now this can also represent self-preservation, as in them not wanting to be hurt. That's why the guy in the card's stealing the swords. He doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. He doesn't want those swords used against him, so he's stealing them to make sure that he can't be hurt by those swords. It can also represent leaving something behind. He's only capable of carrying 5 of those 7 swords, and he's got to leave the other 2 behind. So it can represent any of those 3 things. Like I said, this is a general reading. You got to take it as it resonates for you. Right under that, we have the Judgment card. So this has got a couple of meanings too. This is either judgment as in passing your own final verdict and judgment on something, like making some sort of a final decision, like calling it quits. Or this is resurrection, as in like bringing something back from the grave, bringing it back to life, transformed in a way that it will never be the same again. So this is how your person's feeling here. They're either feeling left out in the cold by you, or they're feeling the after effects of doing you that way. I don't know here. This is, based on what I'm seeing here, this is not looking so great. Now also in their feelings for you, Leo, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is divine timing. This can be the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny, some kind of fated event. This can be a change in the luck and fortune. This can also represent the universe turning the wheel in the background, making sure things line up the way they're supposed to line up so that what is supposed to happen will happen. For me, that's usually what this card means. Feeling like they've had some sort of change in luck and fortune, or feeling like your luck and fortune has changed here. Like maybe that this was supposed to happen. Maybe they're feeling like they can do something to change this luck and fortune of whatever's gone on between you. Although it's not looking so promising. I mean, we've got the card that would signify second chances 3 cards down, and it's underneath 2 pretty heavy energies. This heavy burden that they're carrying, and this probably sneaky behavior. It looks like, though, that they have taken some sort of pause, some sort of break, going internal, doing some thinking about this, some contemplation about it, maybe even some healing about this, trying to figure out what to do moving forward here. And right under that, we have the 4 of Cups. Now this has got a couple of meanings too. This is either like emotional, what's the word I'm looking for, like feeling blah, like emotionally discontent. Like you can see the guy has got 3 cups here, but he's not really happy with those 3 cups. It's not really fulfilling for him. It's not what he really wants. And he's daydreaming about this other cup, about this other thing that he believes might give him more emotional fulfillment than the 3 cups he's got. Now sometimes, and usually for me, this represents a love offer either being on the table already, and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just been left hanging in the air. Or this can represent your person feeling like making a love offer to you, but they're afraid they're going to be rejected, so they haven't done it yet. Next card in their feelings for you, Leo, is the Knight of Pentacles. Now this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is a very slow, methodical, like 1 foot in front of the other type energy. Not being in any hurry, not being in any rush, taking their sweet old time, trying to make sure that they don't make any mistakes, which that's one of the good points about the Knight of Pentacles. He doesn't rush. He doesn't make mistakes because he's in a hurry. Doesn't mess things up because he's trying to rush through it too quickly. When he shows up, he's got the real deal. It's not some half-baked idea, some dumb idea, some half-assed thing he's showing up with. This is someone who shows up with the real deal. The negative side to the Knight of Pentacles is he's so damn slow that from your perspective, it may seem like no progress is happening. But we're looking at your person and how they feel about you. I think they have left you out in the cold, and they're trying to change their luck and fortune. They're trying to turn the wheel to turn this situation around, and it feels like it's going incredibly slow for them. However, they do have the Star card in their feelings, and the Star is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. So they feel hope that they can turn this around, even though it's going really slow, even though it seems like some sort of a heavy burden to them. Now, this is the card that comes right after the Tower in the Major Arcana. So this, you don't ever get to the Star until you've been through some sort of a tower moment where things have come crashing down. This is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light your path. This is where your healing comes from. This is where your hope comes from. This is how you can see your way again after a tower moment has happened. Now, in a love reading, this sometimes can represent that your person feels like you are a gift from the universe to them. They feel like you are actually the one for them, which could be why they're trying to turn this around. They're trying to spin the wheel and line things up in a way that it works out better for them. Now, let's take a look at what they think about you. What does this person think about Leo in December 2020, please? What does this person think about Leo? I think they have an incredible amount on their mind. You see how all the cards are trying to get away from me all at once? That is a good indicator that they have a lot on their mind. I feel like I need to shuffle through this deck one more time here. See what's going on. What's going on here? Okay. Let's go one more time. Whoa, what does this person really think about Leo in December 2020, please? On the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Again, so they're thinking about second chances with you, Leo. They're thinking about either you passing your own final verdict and judgment on this because they left you out in the cold and because of some of the other cards I'm seeing right now. But I think they're really thinking about second chances. They have hope that they can heal this situation. I think they're trying to turn it around. It's just happening really slow for them. They're thinking about trying to resurrect this situation with you, trying to get a second chance. Yeah, under that we have that Four of Swords again, going internal, taking a rest, taking a pause, taking a break, doing some serious thinking about how to move forward from here. They're thinking about offering you their cup of love. They're just not doing it because they're afraid you're going to reject them. Which brings up another, this just popped to me too. This Five of Pentacles. Yes, this is abandonment, being left out in the cold. This is a breakup card. This can also signify your person feeling like maybe they're not good enough for you. Probably based on what has happened between the two of you here. But they're definitely spending a lot of time thinking about getting a second chance. In their thoughts for you for December 2020, Leo, we have Temperance, the Three of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and we have the Knight of Cups. So Temperance, this is Sagittarius energy. I guess I didn't mention that. This Wheel of Fortune represents the four fixed signs of the zodiac: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. The Star card represents Aquarius. Let's see, the Five of Pentacles would be Taurus. And then the Knight of Pentacles could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, depending on how you want to look at that. Temperance is Sagittarius. This is an energy of trying to be patient. Now, it's also an energy of trying to blend things together, trying to assimilate changes, trying to mix things together, but being patient about it. Mixing a little bit at a time, taking a step back, looking at the big picture of how is all this working out before they come back in to mix together a little bit more, trying to make some fine-tuning type adjustments here. Now, another thing that this card represents, very similar to the Judgment card in the second chances end of things, this can represent reconciliation energy. In tarot, cups represent love and emotions. Water represents emotions. And you can see in this card, this water has been separated into two different cups, and this angel is blending that water back together, recombining that water. So this represents reconciliation. I can't speak tonight. The next card in their thoughts about you, Leo, Three of Swords. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third-party situation. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic third party like they were cheating on you, although we did see that Seven of Swords under the Judgment card a few minutes ago. So that definitely could be a third-party scenario, like romantically. This can be just any energy that's not you, Leo, that's not this person that we're looking at right now. It could be the pandemic, it could be working too much, it could be partying too much, it could be nosy neighbors, nosy family members. Anything that we humans do, a lot of, creates its own separate energy. So this is some sort of third-party energy that's caused heartbreak and sadness in this connection. And they're thinking about that a lot. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is a card of balance, but it's more along the lines of trying to maintain their balance, trying to regain their balance when they've been thrown off balance some. This is like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type energy. And it's also about trying to, twos are decision points in tarot. So this is some decision they're wrestling with. They're weighing the pros and the cons of something. They're looking at things like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Will they take me back? Will they not take me back? Because we have reconciliation heavily on their mind here. They're spending a lot of time thinking about it, and they're going back and forth with it. I don't think they're sure if you will accept them back after they left you out in the cold, after they caused you this heartbreak and sadness for you. Although they do feel the hope that it is possible, they're still like unsure about it. Next in their energy, we have the Five of Cups. Sadness and remorse about the past. So we've got heartbreak and sadness, sadness and remorse. Probably some regrets here. It's about being focused on these 3 cups that are spilled out. All the love and the emotions that have been spilled, all the time, effort, and energy that's been wasted. Their focus is on what they don't have anymore, on what they've lost. And of course, they're feeling that right now. Now, this could be they think you are in this sadness and remorse. They think you are heartbroken, which could be exactly why they're unsure whether you'll take them back or not. But I'm feeling like your person is feeling this way too. The advice of this card is that to be very conscious of where you place your focus, because what you focus on is actually going to grow. You get what you focus on. Where you place your focus is where you're going to feel. So if you're focused on the things you've lost, if you're focused on things you don't have anymore, you're focused on something negative, you're going to feel all those negative emotions. And that can cause you to miss the 2 full cups that are right behind you. You can miss opportunities that way. You can be completely oblivious to the things that you have to be grateful for. And this goes for your person too. But they're definitely focused on the sadness and the remorse and the heartbreak of this. This is what they think about you. So I'm feeling pretty strongly that they think they did this to you. Next, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, Knights are action takers. Like I said, cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. This is your person thinking about taking romantic actions toward you, thinking about offering you their cup of love, which again, I saw right here with this love offer. They're thinking about making it to you. They just haven't done it because they're afraid you're going to reject them. Yeah. They're thinking about this Nine of Pentacles too. This is the singles card. This is with you, without you, or even in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous all in my own right. I have my material assets, my material world in order, my money is in order, I'm totally self-sufficient, I can take care of myself, and I don't need anyone for anything. This is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. So I think they're thinking about a lot, whether you're single still or not, and that's a heavy burden for them. Second time we've seen this card. Also, what's burdening them in their thoughts is this sneaky behavior, this whatever they did, lying, cheating, stealing, being deceptive, dodgy, whatever you want to call it, they did something that's caused either you or them to be left out in the cold, heartbreak and sadness, remorse, probably some guilt and regrets about the past. Now, what are this person's beliefs about Leo in December 2020, please? What does this person believe about Leo? I'm telling you, we're going to get some extra cards. I got one screaming at me right here. We're going to take it. Let's see. Sorry about the train. I don't know what it is the past few days. Every time I sit down to record a reading, then it ends up a train coming by. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. This is progress being halted, like stagnation. There is no forward progress. This is like the brakes being slammed on. Now, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down, and he's doing that because he's looking at things from different perspectives than he would normally look at it. Different points of view, different angles. And he's trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do moving forward. We've seen that with that Four of Swords twice already. So this is progress being halted here. Now, in their beliefs about you, we have Strength, which is the Leo card. We have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Devil. Man, heavy energy here. This Strength card, again, this is Leo energy. This represents tapping into their inner strength. Or usually when I see this card, this means there was a difficult situation that has recently occurred, and they have had to tap into their inner strength in order to make it through that. They've had to summon up some of their inner courage to face their fears to make it through this situation. This also represents trying to tame the beast within. You see the lady trying to tame the lion. So this is about like trying to rein themselves in, trying to hold themselves back, not let their emotions get the best of them, not rush off too quickly, not do anything too hasty or too rash. And we've seen that already with this Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving, methodical type energy. Could be why things are stagnant right now, why there is no forward movement, no progress. Now also in their beliefs about you, Leo, we have this Eight of Swords. This is, this is not such good energy. This is about being stuck in their head about something, grinding on it, on a repeating loop in their mind. They're not sure what the safe step to take is regarding you, regarding this reconciliation, regarding the second chance that we've seen a couple of times that they want. They're not sure what the safe step to take is, and they're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of that. Stuck in their head about it. Next we have the Nine of Swords. So we're getting progressively worse in terms of their beliefs. We're going from the 8 up to the 9, and the 9 is not just being stuck in their head about it. This is like so much so that they have fears and worries and anxieties about the whole situation. They're feeling stressed out about it. They're thinking about it so much. You can see from the person in the card, they've got their face buried in their hands. They have so much fear and worry and stress about this situation, they're afraid to even look at it, which is, like I said, difficult situation that's here. They're having to summon their inner strength and their inner courage to make it through it. But they're grinding on this a lot. Now we've got the Devil in their beliefs about you. This is heavy energy. This is Capricorn energy. This can be obsession. This can be addiction. This can be a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like they can't escape something. Now the thing about the Devil is it's almost always an illusion. They're not really trapped. They just believe they're trapped, and that's keeping them stuck. It's keeping them stuck in this type of an energy here. It's keeping things completely not moving, completely stagnated. Now sometimes this can represent a really strong sexual desire. This can represent like this connection being such a strong connection, like it's got so much gravity to it that they feel like they can't escape this connection with you. But overall, this is a negative, toxic feeling energy to me. This is not good. Well, there's their feelings and their thoughts and their beliefs about you in December 2020. Let's take a look at their intentions. What are this person's intentions toward Leo in December 2020, please? Yeah, look at the cards trying to get away from me really bad here. There's a lot going on in this person's mind. What are this person's look, I can't even get through it again. It's trying to all come apart on me. What are this person's intentions toward Leo in December 2020, please? There's more in here, I can tell. Yeah, there's more in here for sure. Yep, told you. I feel like there's more, but I'm going to stop right there. Wow. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. This is a painful energy. Fives are conflict. Swords are about thoughts, communications. So this is a conflict in their thoughts, a conflict in their communications. If this is a conflict in communications, this is like bickering and arguing. This is like fighting. This could have been some sort of bitter words spoken between the two of you, using their words like weapons, using their tongue like a sword to cut you. If that's their intentions, this is not good. Oh, okay. Right under that, we have the World. So this is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. So they're trying to put an ending to whatever this dispute was between the two of you. Now, this can also represent a conflict in their thoughts, like negative thoughts about themselves, maybe negative thoughts about you. Maybe they're worried that you're having negative thoughts about them. Either way, they're wanting to put that stuff to an end. What if it's bickering and arguing or the negative thoughts? They're wanting to end that cycle. The problem is that's stagnant too. Progress is halted on that end too. They're trying, though, to look at it from different angles, different points of view, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. Now, in their intentions for you for December 2020, Leo, we have Death, the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. Now, if this is not contradictory, all over the place energy, I don't know what is. Wow. Your person seems like they're all over the place, Leo. This Death card, this is a massive transformation to something. This is also an ending to something, like something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, better way. Think about like when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. It goes into a cocoon and it's not having a party in there. It's not fun and games. That caterpillar is actually dying, turning into some black gooey substance and transforming into something entirely different, a butterfly. And then it's reborn in a more beautiful way. So this is like some sort of a very painful transformation that your person is going through. Some sort of a transformation process. It's not an easy one. It's probably very painful for them. Hence them being stuck in their head. Yeah, this is... Next we have the Ten of Cups. Now, their intentions apparently are to transform this situation, this negative situation between you, this painful situation between you, put an end to that and start a new cycle, rebirth something in a new way. And it looks like what they're intending is to get this Ten of Cups with you. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. This is two people who are emotionally happy, emotionally fulfilled, in love together. So this is like the happy family card, where everyone's together in love. I mean, there's a rainbow with 10 full cups of love on this card. This is like what most people's goal is. This is the happy fairy tale ending. That they're trying to transform this. I mean, we've seen the reconciliation energy. We've seen judgment, second chances a couple of times. We've seen this heartbreak and sadness that they've caused you, this sadness and remorse, this abandonment, being left out in the cold. But we've also seen them wanting to turn this around, having the hope that this can be healed, thinking about bringing a cup of love, a love offer to you, taking actions of love and emotions. They're trying to be patient with it. I've got two cards here of like slow forward progress, not being in a hurry, not wanting to mess anything up, taking their time because of that. A card of patience here. A card that signifies they're trying to rein themselves in and not act too hasty because they don't want to mess anything up. They're stuck in their head about it. They're worried about it. They're still dealing with some sort of devil energy, some toxic energy. And I don't think they're past it. They're trying to transform it, but it almost feels like they're doing that because they want their happy fairy tale ending with you. Next in their energy, we have this Seven of Pentacles. Now this is like pausing to reflect on this situation, on this connection with you, pausing to take stock of the whole thing. And they're looking at these seeds that have been planted, trying to figure out if this is going to grow into the Ten of Pentacles that they really want. Is this worth investing in? Is this worth continuing to invest in? Is this worth putting time, effort, and energy into? Or is this maybe not going to pan out the way they want it to, and maybe it's time to cut their losses and move on? So this is them going through that period of that type of a contemplation, that analyzing the situation and doing that type of thinking, trying to figure it out. And then they come out with this Page of Pentacles. This is news and messages of some opportunity, some practical, tangible opportunity, something that can bring some abundance, some prosperity with it, some stability with it. A lot of times for me, this represents planning for the future. So they're intending to get this, to cause this transformation of whatever this negative BS from the past was about, end that cycle, start a new cycle with this happy fairy tale ending where you guys are both together in love. But then they're also like, they're so stuck in their head and stuck in their head about it, probably borderline obsessing over it, that they can't quit thinking about it, trying to figure out if this is going to work out or not. We saw that Four of Cups where they want to make a love offer, but they're afraid they're going to be rejected, so they're not. This is them trying to figure out, can I make this offer or not? And I think that they're intending to make the offer. They're planning for the future with you. They're trying to give you some sort of, possibly a gift, some sort of practical, tangible new opportunity here that they're intending to lead to happiness. This is the, look, we've got both Leo cards, major arcana Leo cards out here in this reading. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. You really can't get a better card than this. But something is wrong. And I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, but I just can't shake the feeling. This Devil card is like staring at me here. I feel like it's staring a hole in me. Something's still not right with this person, and I don't know what it is. That's their intentions for December 2020, Leo. But you know how people are. I know how people are. Whatever they say they intend to do, and then what they actually end up doing, oftentimes are completely different things. So let's take a look now at what this person's most likely actions are going to be toward you in December 2020. What are this person's most likely actions toward Leo in December 2020, please? What are this person's most likely actions toward Leo? On the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment again. Again, this is either passing their own final verdict in judgment, making some sort of final decision here, and or this is them trying to get a second chance. This is them trying to resurrect this situation with you, trying to bring it back to life, trying to call it back from the dead, transform it in a way, like we've already seen the Death card, trying to call it back from the dead. This also represents transformation of some sort, trying to transform this situation with you. They're still taking this big long pause, taking a break, doing some contemplation, some inner thinking about what to do moving forward here. And there's that opportunity that we saw with this Page of Pentacles. This is what the Page of Pentacles is carrying. This is some opportunity for something prosperous and abundant here. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into the Ten of Pentacles that everyone wants, that massive stability, massive abundance and prosperity. Now, it's not the Ten of Pentacles in and of itself. It has the potential to get there, but it's going to take work. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of effort to get there. In their most likely actions toward you, Leo, we have the Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. None of this is looking good. The Moon, this is fears, worries, anxieties. We've already seen that in this Nine of Wands. Them being stuck in their head here. Them having sadness and remorse about the past, and the heartbreak and sadness they've caused, and this being left out in the cold, the abandonment. They're trying to transform that situation, but they have a lot of fears, worries, anxieties about it. Now, it's also the Moon card, and that represents things being hidden in the dark. It can represent secrets, things that they don't know about, things that they're trying to keep from you. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe there's something they don't want you to know about, and they're intending to keep that secret. It's what it's feeling like to me. This Devil card is still staring at me. Something is up. Something is still not right with this situation, with this person, and I feel like they're trying to hide something. We have the Five of Wands. Again, fives are conflict. We already saw the Five of Swords. We already have the Five of Pentacles out here. Oh shit. We also have the Five of Cups. So we have seen literally all 4 fives in the deck. None of the fives are really any good. And now we've got the Five of Wands. Wands represent passion and desires. So this is a conflict in their desires. This is like an internal conflict they're still having. They're still trapped by something here. They're still stuck on something that I can't put my finger on exactly what this is, and this is a general reading. This devil energy might be something completely different for your person than the very next Leo that shows up to watch this reading. But there's something that's definitely not right here. They're internally conflicted about it. This is like an internal struggle. They're fighting with themselves in their own head, in their own heart, in their own desires. They're pulling themselves in all these different directions. Like they literally can't make up their damn mind what it is they want still. Which is probably why they're going round and round in their own head. It's probably why they're afraid to actually look at the situation for what it is. I think the way these cards are laid on the table, look what this person is doing. They're covering their face because they're afraid to look at the devil. They have this devil energy. This can represent a piece of a person's shadow, like things that they stuff down inside themselves that they're afraid to look at, that they don't want to face, that they don't like about themselves. They want to pretend like it's not there. But in actuality, it is there, and it's controlling aspects of their life. That could actually be what caused this abandonment problem with you in the past, what caused the heartbreak and sadness, what caused the sadness and remorse. It could be what's got them stuck in their head. It could be what they're trying to transform, but I don't think they're willing to face it. I don't think they're willing to look at it. And this whole row of cards is disturbing to me, though. Like, the way it's laid on the table, here's their inner strength. Here's their courage that they're trying to summon, but look what else is with it. It's like they're stuck in their head. They're stuck, trapped, and blocked when it comes to that courage. They still have fears, worries, and anxieties that they can't face. They still have this devil energy, this shadow element of themselves that they're repressing, that they still can't get the courage over there to do anything about it. And I feel like they're trying to hide that. And at the same time, they're internally conflicted. They're pulling themselves in multiple different directions in regards to what they want. I think one minute they want this resurrection, they want this reconciliation, they want to bring this back. And the next minute, I feel like this devil energy is going to take control again. Next in their most likely actions toward you for December 2020, we have the Ten of Swords. Not a good card. This is a painful ending. This is a swift ending. This has got some finality to it. I mean, do you really think it takes 10 swords to kill a person? I don't think it does. So this speaks of, like, they wanted this person dead. It also speaks of, like, something that you didn't see coming, like an ending you didn't see coming. There's 10 swords stuck in this guy's back. He didn't see that coming. Man. This also represents an ending in betrayal, like they stabbed him in the back. I feel like, yes, on one hand, your person is like, they want to transform things, get this 10 of Cups with you. They want to make some sort of offer your direction. They're probably viewing you as like a source of happiness in their life. And a piece of them wants to get this back with you. But there's something that they're hiding. And I feel like it's going to betray you. It's going to stab you in the back. No. That's their actions they're going to... This one's got me messed up a little bit here, Leo. Let's take a look at the advice from the universe for you in terms of how to navigate this situation. What should you do? What should you not do? How should you play this whole situation with this person so that it works out in a way that's best for you? What advice do we have for Leo regarding this person? how to navigate this situation. Look, you got a lot on your mind too, Leo. It's all trying to get away from you. This is a heavy reading. What is the advice for Leo regarding how to navigate the situation with this person? What should they do? What should they not? Wow. What should they not do? How should they play this so that it works out in the way that's best for Leo? Okay, let me see if I can try and put these back in some sort of order here before they get all mixed up. Wow. Man. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Now, this is Gemini energy. This is someone who's a decision maker. This is very smart person, very fair, very logical, reasonable, rational, very analytical person, but a very fair person when they make their decisions. The King of Swords does not consult his emotions when he makes a decision. He's emotionally detached. He's only interested in the truth and the facts of the matter. He couldn't give two shits less about the emotions behind it or the story behind what's going on. He's only concerned about the truth and the facts of the matter. And he's going to use the truth and the facts of the matter to come to the best, most logical, most rational, most fair decision for everyone involved. So to me, the advice that this is telling you is don't get wrapped up in your emotions for this person. It's obvious to me you still have, from what I'm about to show you, you still have love and emotions for this person. This is telling you to disconnect from the emotions of it, look at the truth and the facts of what actually happened, and make your decision based on that. Now, for your actual advice, we got 6 cards. I intend to get 3, but like I said, I knew we were going to get extra cards as soon as I started pulling the first one. So, for your advice, we got the King of Cups, the Empress, the High Priestess. That's that 7 of Swords again, the 3 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So, wow, we got 3 kings out here, Leo. That's a pretty significant event here. King of Cups. This is very similar, in a sense, to this King of Swords. Now, he's emotionally detached. He only thinks about the truth and the facts of the matter, completely does not consult his emotions in his decision making. The King of Cups does consult his emotions. He's emotionally stable, emotionally balanced. This represents that you still have love and emotions for this person. The King of Cups, while he does consult his emotions when he makes decisions, he does not let the emotions cloud his judgment. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. So even though you do have love and emotions still for this person, you're not going to let that cloud your judgment. You're not even telling them how you feel about them. But you are going to make some sort of a decision here. Next we have the Empress. Now this is interesting too, because you also have the High Priestess. The Empress is card 3 of the Major Arcana. The High Priestess is card 2 of the Major Arcana. So things are going backwards in that sense. We have the 3 and then the 2. And we'll get to that in a second. The Empress is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents all 4 queens rolled into one person. We've got 3 kings looking at me right here. Now we've got all 4 queens rolled up into one person here. All new things are birthed through the Empress. All new things are birthed through the Empress. So this represents the birth of something new. You're being cautioned to not let your emotions get involved in this decision. Now notice the sword here. I don't know if you're familiar with tarot, but the Queen of Swords is about cutting off things and people that no longer serve you. The King of Swords takes even less bullshit than she does. This sword is not for show. He will totally use it. So I'm feeling like you're being cautioned to make a logical, rational decision based on the truth and the facts of what actually happened, not your emotions. It's fine to be in touch with your emotions. You're emotionally balanced and stable. Just don't let the emotions cloud your judgment. This is telling me you're going to birth something new. It's not telling me reconciliation. It's telling me something new. Then we've got the High Priestess. This is she who knows the truth. Now, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. So as humans, there's plenty of stuff you and I don't have access to in terms of knowing. You know, that We don't even know how we got here or what our purpose is. She knows everything. She can go back and forth behind that curtain anytime she wants. This is where your intuition comes from, your gut feelings. When you have dreams, this is where it comes from. This could represent you having dreams about this, intuitive hits about this. You're being divinely guided here. Yeah, she knows the truth. Truth and the facts of the matter. And I think the truth that she knows are these next two cards. Seven of Swords. We already saw this in your person's energy. Sneaky behavior, trying to get away with something, lying to you, cheating, stealing, being deceptive, shady, sneaking behind your back, trying to get away with something. You know that. Your intuition is telling you that's what happened. And we've got the Three of Cups. Now, sometimes this card can represent reconciliation energy, being reunited and celebrating that. We've seen reconciliation in your person's energy. We've seen this Judgment card resurrecting the situation a couple of different times. I'm not feeling reconciliation in this advice. What I'm feeling is the Three Cups of Love that are in this picture. I feel like your person had someone else behind your back. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't. Either way, your gut was telling you, your intuition was telling you. You're being divinely guided here. You're being cautioned to not let your emotions cloud your judgment. Focus on the truth and the facts of what happened. The truth and the facts of what happened are sitting right here. And I think you know that already. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is someone who's very stable, very grounded, very abundant, very prosperous, very generous energy. This is someone who has their material world in order. Pentacles are about the material world, the 3D physical reality, including money and things of that nature. So the King of Pentacles has his finances together. He's got his material world in order. He's got his assets in order. He doesn't want for anything. In fact, he's someone that builds empires. He's who builds the Ten of Pentacles. This is telling me to focus on yourself. Focus on your emotions. Focus on birthing something new for yourself. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to what actually happened. Whether you have like 100% proof on video that they did this stuff, or whether it's just your intuition and your gut telling you. Focus on that, and then keep your focus on yourself. Focus on building your life, building your physical reality, building the world that you want. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Leo love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.